You're Black, not Latina. Imagine thinking you did your big one by saying that to me. You're saying that to someone que está orgullosa de ser colombiana, dominicana, y morena. Look, I'm a firm believer that you gotta leave ignorant people where you found them, but let me educate you a little bit, just a little bit.
I need y'all to call me a YM, and that stands for young man.
Before we dive in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You don't want to miss this one.
You're Black, not Latina. Imagine thinking you did your big one by saying that to me. You're saying that to someone que está orgullosa de ser colombiana, dominicana, y morena. Look, I'm a firm believer that you gotta leave ignorant people where you found them, but let me educate you a little bit, just a little bit, okay? This is not the first time that I hear this. Did you know, and you probably didn't because you said this, that the slave trade did not only take place in America, it also took place in parts of the Caribbean, South America, and Central America. And before America did it, and I'm not proud to say this, but before America did it, and Google this, DR was the first country to ever import slaves, which is why you see a huge population of Black people in the DR. Not all of us are Black, but the majority of us are. It is 2023, y'all. And people still do not know the difference between race and ethnicity. Ethnically, mi mamá, que de Colombia, mi papá, que era dominicano, makes me Latina. Spanish was my first language. Racially, I'm a woman of color.
The first Africans brought in the Transatlantic slave trade were taken to Hispaniola, a Spanish colony that is now the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Genetic studies indicate that the average Dominican has at least approximately 49% African ancestry, despite only 7.5% identifying as Afro-Dominican. From there, enslaved Africans were sent to the Caribbean islands, including Saint Domingue, which is now Haiti and Jamaica. In Haiti, the population is predominantly African descent, with estimates suggesting over 90%. Enslaved Africans were also sent to Cuba, which was a Spanish colony at the time. A 2014 DNA study estimates the genetic admixture of the Caribbean population to be 20% African, 72% European, and 8% Native American. Brazil received the largest number of enslaved Africans in the Americas. According to a 2010 census, over 91 million Brazilians have African ancestry, with 20.7 million identifying as Preto, Black, and 92.1 million Pardo, mixed. Together, these groups make up 55.5% of Brazil's population. Other enslaved Africans were sent to the Spanish colonies of New Granada and Venezuela, which are now Colombia, Venezuela, and Peru. In Colombia, Afro-descendants make up about 10% of the population. In North America, enslaved Africans were brought primarily to the 13 colonies, which are now the United States. According to the 2020 U.S. Census, about 41 million people identify as Black or African American, roughly 13% of the population. Alright, I just want to give a round of applause to the woman for, just knowing her history and not being afraid to say it. So with that being said, shout out to the YMs. We out. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, please.